Good morning, artists. Good morning, students, friends. Sunday morning, and I'm here in my studio. I did a blog post yesterday about art journaling, and I was inspired by my friend Kelly Bowler, who is on Instagram and is all about papers and journals. And it really inspired me to pull out some of my journals that I haven't worked on in a while and kind of go through them and look at them. And it was really fun to revisit them. And then my next thought, of course, was, hey, why don't I do a quick little video and show my students from my Monday morning blog or my Monday morning video tomorrow some of the ideas that I've used for creating journals. And this, for instance, is one that was a book on gardening, and it had paintings by famous artists. And I went through and altered the book, folding pages, adding little things in, adding my own pages in, like I said, folding pages, creating little, just, it's fun. It's really fun. You can go and create little envelopes to tuck things into. You can practice doing some kind of cool folded edge pages. You can eliminate words that are in there and make it, the words text show up that's more of a message to you. It's another little envelope. So this was a really fun book to do. Because I just kind of made it, you just go through and alter it and make it your own. That was one altered book. This was another altered book that I really had fun with, and it was a Shakespeare sketchbook that I went in and did the same type of things. I added things in, added words in, right over the pages. Here's a little envelope that I folded pages to make, added this in. All of these things are added in around the story that already existed there. It was a very fun little book. And like I said, these are all pages that were already in the book, and I just folded them or tore them to make it my own. Some pages I need to get back to. This one was really fun. This was created by laying paper over top of a page, making sure both sides show so I could do a little cutout. This was kind of fun. It was just paper folds, paper tears. This one opens up with a little verse in there. And then this all opened up to the very end of the book, where I had a bunch of pages that I folded and added things to. This had a little heart added to it. It's so fun. And then it ended with this one page, part of the book, and this is quite a few pages that are cut out to create this little window with Cleopatra in it. And that was the end of my book. So those are altered books. Then there, of course, are art books. This was, and I can't close it anymore, and I'm only halfway done with it. This was just a notebook I picked up at a thrift store, a ring notebook with lined pages. And I have gone through, this is an awesome way to play with things and experiment with things. And I put wax paper in between my pages a lot of times so they don't stick together. But you can see how it's just fun to play, especially if you're a mixed media person. But even if you just painted, it's really great to have something just to work out ideas. This was me playing with napkins, printed napkins, to see how they laid down. These are a couple little paintings that I did, playing with blue tape. This has a lot of texture, a lot of plaster. I've got tacks in here. I've got fabric. I've got our contractor's webbed tape, a little bit of wire, a little bit of everything. So they're really fun to do. These guys were done with my jelly plates, and I created little envelopes. There must be something in here with another little stack of cards in there. So fun. This was release stencils. I play with cardboard. More tissues, printed tissues. And another thing is, this is a really great way to work things out. Like, I really liked this page. That page, and you're not going to probably be able to see this, that page ended up being a larger painting, which I'm not in a position to show you the whole painting, but, oops, a little shaking going on. But it was inspired from that. So I still have a lot to do in this book. I have a lot of room to play with it, and now is a perfect time to pull it out and make some new entries. These were done in a Susie Zelgadri journaling workshop that she does at Art on 30th. So there's that guy. That's one idea. This one is an old book, just an old textbook that, you know, you go in and you take out a number of pages so that you don't get too thick. But same thing with this one. I've gone through, and this was playing with plaster and texture. Just different things. Jelly plate, printing, stenciling. It gives you a really small place that you're not threatened by to just play with your art, experiment. And so that is that book. And that is just all worked into an old textbook. I have a lot of pages that I've gone over with gesso, and I've left words in that I want to keep going on. So when I get back, I have some nice pages to work on with the gesso. That is a journal. And this is my favorite one. I made this in a Jean Oliver's class, and this was the workshop she was just giving away for free a couple weeks ago, The Wandering Muse. But this is a journal that is made with 2 book covers that are then attached with fabric, and then all the pages, let me move this stuff out of the way. All of the pages are either plaster, it's just a linen fabric that I've added plaster cloth to, and just kind of, all the pages have plaster on them. Different kinds of plaster, like here's plaster cloth. This was actually plaster that I just troweled on there. And again, it gives a great place to play with marks, to do, you know, mixed media lay down papers. I really haven't been back to this book to add much to it, but I do have a lot of places to go to continue working on it. I really love this book. Little chunks of leather, and it was so fun to make it. And I pretty much just leave it in my studio opened up. So maybe that will inspire me to take a look. Yeah, I have a couple little ones like this that I made just with jelly papers. I just made my own little books. And I can go in now and add things to these. And this is just such an easy little book to make your own little journals. And then I have some really wonderful journals. This was an eco dyed journal that I bought from Shelley Watkins at her workshop, and that she taught eco dyed papers. I mean, come on, look how fabulous this is. I, of course, don't ever want to put anything in here because it's just so beautiful to look at and get inspired by. I love that little guy. That's pretty cool. Not sure how she did that. It looks like she may have had a little figure that she laid on the paper and it oxidized onto the paper. Don't really know. But there's another journal idea. Lots of journal ideas. If you don't have anything to do and you don't have a lot of space and you don't have a lot of time, it's great to sit down every day and do a page in your journal. Pretty soon it just becomes a natural thing. You just naturally go ahead and do it. So hopefully that will inspire you to open a book and make it your own. And I hope you're all safe and well and tucked in on this Sunday. We have a rainy week coming up, so make the best of it.